This is the Arowana. It's an elegant fish, it's a popular fish, but above all, this fish is a pernicious hunter. But that doesn't stop aquarists from keeping the Arowana. And just in case you plan on getting one for yourself, let's go over what you'll need to know when keeping an Arowana. My name is Gus, and I'm here checking out some Arowanas because I wanted to share a little bit of info about this fish, as it becomes more and more popular and more readily available. The Arowana comes to us from around the world and can get anywhere from 2 to 4 feet in length. And the first thing you'll notice is that it has barbels at the end of its mouth that are extremely sensitive, and they're used to detect prey both on top of the surface of the water as well as below. The Arowana is considered a display fish and is often kept by itself, but they can be kept with other fish. Some common tank mates are other large fish like silver dollars, large bishers, large eels, large cichlids, and any other large community fish, with only one exception: that the tank mate doesn't fit inside of the mouth of the Arowana. As that old saying goes, if it fits, it sits in the stomach of the Arowana. Since the Arowana is always on the top of the aquarium, it's best to balance out your aquarium and get bottom as well as mid-level swimmers to accompany your Arowana. This will help reduce stress and help balance your aquarium. One thing to keep in mind about the Arowana is that it's a jumper, both in the wild and in the aquarium. The Arowana is a powerful fish and can push out flimsy or light-weighted aquarium hoods. Make sure your aquarium is completely sealed to avoid any accidents. One common method for sealing off an Arowana tank is to use Velcro and seal off the sides of the tank, or simply place something sturdy on top of the hood. The Arowana will need a slightly lower pH, something in between 6.4 and 7.4 will work just fine. And they'll need water with a temperature in between 74 and 80 degrees. A tank of about 150 gallons is ideal for an Arowana smaller than 2 feet. And if you're keeping an Arowana larger than that, you're going to want to double that and ideally keep them in a 300-gallon tank. The Arowana spends most of its day gently gliding along the surface of the water when it's healthy. So if you see yours on the bottom of the tank or not swimming, this would be a sign that something could be wrong. Their diet should consist of different types of foods. Yeah, it's important to use processed foods like pellets, wafers, and granules, as they have lots of nutrients, but you should also include frozen foods and healthy live foods if possible. Frozen blocks of all sorts work just fine. I personally like frozen bloodworms, mysis shrimp, and spirulina brine shrimp, and healthy feeders will also keep your Arowana healthy. Some of these include, well, everything and anything that moves really. Aquarists from all over the world feed their Arowanas live fish, live frogs, lizards, mice, birds, worms, and a variety of insects. It's not recommended to only feed them live foods though, as they don't provide the nutrition they need in an aquarium, and they can also cause more bad than good if they're not healthy. But if you do have access to reputable feeder suppliers, your Arowana would appreciate the varying diet. I personally use homebred guppies, even though I love them, and crickets from my local fish shop. If there's any advice you want to share or any questions you might have in regards to the Arowana, be sure to leave them in the comments below.